Let me guess. Leaky pipe.
No.
No. All right. Shower head needs fixing. A squeaky window frame.
I have some information for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, Ziggy. I gotta tell you, I am so flattered by all of this attention that you give me.
Somebody
but
came snooping around Lance's apartment.
What are you talking about?
I'm cleaning up his apartment. Some woman comes by, real looker. Starts asking me all these questions.
What kind of questions?
How well did I know Lance? What was he like? How far would he go to make a buck?
Well, then it might not have anything to do with me.
She gave me her card.
Dr. Taylor Hayes. Amber? Are you okay? I got your message.
He didn't believe me.
You told Rick our theory about you being drugged when you went home with Lance? Did he at least listen to you?
Yeah, for a little while. And he had said that he had wondered about that himself.
He had?
Yeah, but then he could figure out why Lance would drug me and take me home and not do anything to me.
We had that question ourselves.
Yeah, so I tried to explain to him what we had come up with, that there had to be someone else involved.
And you told him that you believe it's Erica.
And then he looked at me like I was crazy or evil or both.
Honey, she's someone who's trusted to live in your home. He probably looks at her as a friend.
Yeah, but I am his wife, and he thinks that I'm just trying to make excuses, that I'm blaming her for something I did.
I know exactly what you're dealing with.
You know, I thought we were getting back together. I really thought I was going back home, and he was starting to believe me. I knew he was starting to believe me, or at least he wanted to believe me.
He was believing you about not taking the drugs.
Yeah, but then the second I brought up Erica's name...
Well, you know, maybe you should have kept your suspicions to yourself for now.
She's not the kind of person I want watching my son. She's trying to break up my marriage. I just know it, but I can't prove it. And she has more credibility than me. I'm an addict. I've lied to him before, and all she has to do is just sit there and look innocent. And, I mean, how could I possibly compete with that?
You want to give up?
No. No, I love my family, and I want them back.
Then you have to keep digging until you find the answers you need, okay?
I just don't know what else to do. Okay, I called Caitlin, you know, that girl Lance used to go out with, and she said he'd never done anything like that before. How can I prove what he did to me?
I might just be able to help you there.
Rick, what are you saying? You believe Amber? You actually think that I drugged her?
No.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, it is, and I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said anything. She's confused.
Confused?
Yes, she doesn't understand why she did what she did that night, and she's searching for answers.
Okay, so the perfect answer is that it's all my fault. God. This is just like that time when she said that I left Eric by the pool alone. That I was being negligent.
That was the drugs talking.
God, why did she hate me so much? What did I ever do to her?
Look, Erica, it wasn't anything that you did. She knew everybody at the party. They were family members or longtime co-workers, and she just doesn't know you that well. Honestly, she's kind of jealous.
Jealous?
Yes, you're in her home, you're spending time with her son and her husband. You have everything that she wants, sort of, and I guess she's starting to think that maybe it's not an accident.
Okay. So what? I drugged her, and then I somehow got Lance to kidnap her or something, also that you would be mad at her, and I could have you all to myself.
That's her theory, and I know it sounds bizarre.
Well, did you tell her that?
Yes, I did.
Bet she didn't like that very much.
Erica, you can't take this personally.
That's easy for you to say. I mean, God, Rick, who knows how many people she's telling this to?
Nobody's gonna believe her, Erica. It's obvious what's going on here.
Yeah, that she doesn't want to take responsibility for what she did, and I'm the perfect scapegoat. Look, I appreciate you standing up for me.
Well, I know you a lot better than she does.
She doesn't want to get to know me, Rick. All she wants to do is just blame me for everything that goes wrong in her life. What?
She did have some valid points.
What?
Not about you. She was way off there, but all the rest of it.
You think somebody drugged her?
It's possible, isn't it?
Well, did she get tested?
Yeah.
And?
They didn't find anything, but it's been several days since it happened.
God, this is how she does it. This is how she does it. She just makes up some wild story. And then she reels you in all over again.
Her story isn't that wild, Erica.
We talked about this, Rick. The possibility that Lance drugged her, we agreed it made no sense at all. And now what, all of a sudden you think it's believable? I mean, God, no wonder she keeps lying to you, Rick. You keep falling for it. I used to think that it was so romantic. The way you would just keep forgiving her over and over again. And you know what? Now I just think that it's sad. God, Rick, are you ever gonna break out of this cycle?
I don't know if there's any connection.
You don't know if there's a connection. Do you know who this is? This is Rich Forrester's wife. This is Amber's sister-in-law.
Oh,
What does she want, Ziggy?
she said she was trying to help out a friend, somebody who had unresolved issues with Lance. So I'm guessing she's trying to clear Amber's name.
Yeah, well, that won't happen. Lance is dead. Not that I had anything to do with it. I didn't. Besides, there's nothing in his apartment that can connect him to me.
Except maybe the cash.
Excuse me?
The cash that you gave Lance to drug Amber. It's still in his room.
You can help me show Rick I'm telling the truth.
I went to Lance's place today.
You did?
Well, there were so many things about his story that didn't add up, and I thought maybe if I asked around and talked to a few people who knew him.
Well, what did you find out?
All right, now don't get too excited. I don't have anything incriminating.
Oh.
But I was able to talk to the building manager and ask him a few questions.
Well, what did he say?
Not much, but he did let it slip that Lance had major money problems and that he would do anything to get it.
Well, then maybe Erica paid him off to... No. Erica doesn't have any money. Rick would never believe she'd have enough money to do that. I mean, I don't even believe it. There's something missing here.
Look, I know how you feel about Erica, but is there somebody else? Is there maybe somebody that would want to cause harm to you and Rick? Anybody that you can think of?
No. I mean, a year ago I would have said Brooke, but...
That I would believe.
Yeah, but she likes me now, or at least she has to like me because I'm one of her lead designers. No, it has to be Erica. It's her. I mean, who else would have benefited from me and Rick breaking up? I don't know. Did you find anything else out at Lance's?
Oh, the manager wouldn't let me look around. I wanted to, but, I could always go back.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for me.
I know how much Rick means to you.
I just wish he had your faith in me.
Well, Rick is reacting on a gut level. He's been burned before.
Yeah, and that was my fault.
Yeah, but I believe you. I can see that you don't fit the pattern of an addict. It's pretty obvious to me that somebody set you up, they used your history and your past mistakes. And until we find out the who or the why, I'll be here to back you up.
Thank you.
I need you to go get the money.
What? No.
It's the last piece of evidence that could raise Taylor's suspicions and lead her to me, and I'm not leaving it behind.
Yeah, well, I'm not getting involved in your thing.
All right, fine. Fine, don't. Then give me the pass key.
No, no way. I sent the chick away, okay? She's probably not coming back.
You don't know Taylor the way I do. Ziggy, give me your key.
Right, all right.
Look, I don't mean to come down on you so hard. It's just really tough watching you do this to yourself over and over again.
I can consider the possibility that Amber is telling the truth without getting trapped in a cycle.
I'm sorry, Rick, but I just don't see how this is different from any of her other lies and excuses. And okay, I'm not saying that to be mean. I feel bad for Amber, I do. Because I can see why she's so unhappy. But that's not going to change until she learns to take responsibility for the things she does instead of blaming them on other people.
She was learning that. She recognized her drug problem. She went into rehab.
And then she came home and she got drunk or stoned or whatever, and she went home with some other guy.
I don't know.
You want to believe her because you love her. She's beautiful and exciting and very talented, and she's crazy about you. In her own way. But Rick, is it worth it? Is it really worth bouncing from crisis to crisis? Is that how you want your son to live? Look, I can understand a little of what you're going through. Because of my mom. Thank God, I used to pray every night that she would change. That someday she would wake up and just be normal. And I think that at different times in her life, she really tried. But it just wasn't there. And at some point, you have to learn to accept people for who they are.
She was getting better.
I thought so too. But that's how they suck you in. They build your hopes up, and you don't want to be wrong. God, Rick, please just don't let her do this to you again. Please. Rick, you can't keep excusing Amber's mistakes, okay? It's not good for you or for your son.
But what if this wasn't her mistake?
Well, then whose was it? Was it mine? Did I drug her?
Of course not.
Look, Rick, you have to accept the fact that this is the best Amber can offer you. Mistakes and excuses and accusations. And is that what you want for your son? I mean, come on, is that good enough for him? Look, I know that you love her, and I know you miss her. I know that.
But I also know, Rick, that you can survive without her. Look, I'm just worried about you and little Eric. Will you just think about what I've said?
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on Eric, okay?
Do you mind if I go out for a little bit?
Where are you going?
You may be able to forgive Amber, but I can't.
Erica, don't go over there. Erica!
You are not gonna get away with this, Amber.
Committed a crime for you, Sheila. Okay, Amber told me that if I tell her the truth, I'm off the hook. Can you give me a guarantee like that?
She is not going to find out.
No? Hey, well, you better get on the horn of your bank.
There's nothing that I can do about it tonight, Lance.
No. Tomorrow, Sheila. I'm gonna call you first thing in the morning. If you don't have my money by noon, my next call is to Amber.
No, you had to be difficult. You couldn't keep your big mouth shut. Well, I'm not gonna get caught because of you. I better make sure there's nothing else that can connect me. No footprints, that's good. No one is ever gonna know why you had a death grip on these bars. No, no one ever.
Who are you?
What are you doing here? You know damn well why I'm here.